There's only one booking for this evening. It is the inaugural meeting of the Modern Languages School of American Aklo Speakers Association, Pittsburgh chapter. Aklo is said to be an occult, possibly pre-human language, frequently used to evoke paranormal phenomena. You see something that looks like a flickering blue human shape moving very slowly, but then a few seconds after you come around the corner, it like jumps to the side to this little alcove and stops moving. And as it stops moving, it doesn't really disappear, but it becomes like this camouflage shaped blur. It's really hard to focus on.
I'm going to shout, "Wait, stop, we're not going to hurt you."
I'm gonna maybe leave Esme here and go check the computer.
The recording is 3 hours long.
Okay.
Based on information on the bulletin board that Esme saw, they couldn't have been in that room for longer than 2 hours.
I'm gonna go check the slot.
You see 7 sturdy, faded MLSA insignia stamped packages in the building's mail drop chute. So when you bent over to drop them down with the other package, the CD drops out of your pocket as you're bending over, and just so happens to fall into the package, which just so happens to fall over and reseal.
So I would probably feel like we've been here for a long time, and we might not have too much more to figure out here. So besides this weird entity, glowing man thing, I would probably think that we should try and maybe get out of here. That would probably be what I would tell Esme. Like, hey, if we can get this glowing man out of here, it might be good for us to jet.
Yeah.
I think we should also take the CDs and packets for Aklo and destroy them thoroughly.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, at least take them.
Yeah, your objectives were to get here as soon as possible, which you did, to obtain jurisdiction over the event, which you didn't, secure all evidence and prevent all reports of paranormal activity, to investigate the event and take whatever steps are necessary to reduce or contain harm from the event. The reason that you would have wanted to obtain jurisdiction is just because it makes the other things easier.
I mean, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I think it's probably alright that civilians can't just kind of walk up and take over, crime scenes, like, super on the reg. So I'm okay with us not getting that one. But it sounds like we're doing okay with the others. You called it a glowing man, which I didn't get the sense it was man-sized before. Is it man-sized?
Yes.
Yes. So it's very hard to get details when you're looking at it, because if he ever stops moving, he just kind of fades to this blur that's really hard to look at. When he moves, you start seeing the outline and silhouette of his face, his chin, his nose, but he does have the general proportions and size of a man. So
Esme, I'm thinking we probably want to get this guy out of here.
Yeah.
you got any ideas of what might be a good way of sneaking him out? Because I assume we're gonna have to take him out in a bag or something, so people can't get a good look at him. Maybe we can steal a body bag?
I mean, maybe steal a body bag and a stretcher?
Yeah.
We're wearing containment suits, right?
That's right.
Okay. And there aren't very many containment suits to go around?
They're the 2 that you guys are wearing. There's also the 2 that the paramedics are wearing. Unless you have stopped them, they've still been loading up these other bodies. Actually, no. They're not here anymore. They drove the 3 bodies they have to the morgue.
Well, that's gonna make this a whole lot harder, Jeremy.
We can still probably get an Uber XL though, so then we'll have the room.
Didn't we
hey,
drive
pop
here?
the trunk. We gotta throw something. No, we took an Uber here.
Wow.
I mean, that was part of my joke that we Ubered here together by accident.
All right.
So yeah, we don't, because I was drinking.
Right.
I did not feel like I wanted to drive myself. Can we tape computers all over the man and then pretend like he is a billboard that we are transporting
I
someone?
see a kitchen and a snack lounge.
Yep.
Um,
Trash bag.
I mean, that's all I can think of right now. Maybe wrap him in trash bags
Can we-
and do her.
Jeremy, serious question. Can we cut the man in half and carry him in 2 parts?
While that is possible, I think he will resist that.
I'm going to ask him that. What would be the best thing for me to roll if I wanted to ask him if I can cut him in half? Would that be philosophy? That would be philosophy.
No.
I think that's gonna be a psychotherapy at -40. Or
No.
no.
I don't think it would be psychotherapy, Jeremy.
I think that you bring that question up and he starts shaking his head violently. And
I didn't actually ask the man if we could cut him into pieces to transport him. That was a goof. It was a goof, Jeremy.
A goof, just like you.
Ignore the part where I said serious question, obviously. So I can stay with the man if Esme wants to go look for some sort of disguise or concealment.
Okay, I'm going to go to the staff area, actually, and see if there are some leftover clothes that we could maybe conceal his entire existence with.
Ski mask and stuff like that, maybe.
I'm thinking about the guys, the paramedic.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking you guys have been investigating this for a while. They've probably, like, taken a load. They should be back either now or very shortly.
They loaded up dead bodies. I don't see... I mean, I feel like them coming in and out of the building just, like, makes things harder for us in terms of sneaking this guy out.
What we could do
Yeah.
is get a body bag and a stretcher.
Liking it so far.
Put him in it, in the body bag, on the stretcher.
Yep.
Steal the ambulance somehow?
Okay, yeah.
Or
I
maybe
got
not
it.
maybe not steal
Maybe-
it so much
Yeah.
as just sort of like we have to take this one to the CDC's place.
Right. I mean, we could have
something?
them load up with the rest of the bodies, and then we just go ahead and be like, hey, you guys can knock off for the rest of the night. Well, we got it from here. And we just sort of abscond.
I mean, they're not going to stop doing their job for no reason, though. We need to have an excuse why we would take this one somewhere other than the morgue. It needs
that's
to
if
be.
we want to tell them the truth.
Well, no, I don't want to tell them the truth. I want to tell them, like, okay, this particular body, needs to go to some...
Why do we have to...
Listen, it needs to go to some containment
I'm hearing
area
Yeah.
instead of the morgue because it's classified.
I also feel like, why do we need to point out that, the dude in the body bag is special in any way?
Because we don't want him taken to the morgue. If they unzip that thing, they're going to find a blur.
Yeah, but we're just talking about stealing the ambulance anyway.
Well, I'm talking about... I mean,
if
we
we
can't
have
just
other
openly
dead bodies in
steal
there,
an
too?
ambulance. We have
You
to...
just said we were going to.
We have
You just
to...
said we were going to do that.
We have to steal an ambulance without getting caught.
Right, and I feel like it increases our likelihood of getting caught. We say, like, hey, hold tight for a second, we just gotta, like, take this one, just this one now, guys. Just hang out, grab a coffee. Hey, we, like, broke open the snack machine, like, go at it. I feel like that's more likely to attract attention than be like, hey, yeah, once you guys finish loading up all the bodies, like, we'll take it from there. And then our guy's just in there, too.
I feel like
sure he
that's not gonna work.
Well, I feel like, okay, well, we don't have another vehicle, unless we want to, there are these cop cars here. Maybe we could get a way to negotiate for one of them. Yeah, well, I think maybe your idea of, like, if we're not going to steal the ambulance, if we're going to try and get another one, maybe we do something where we say, like, hey, yeah, we found the source or something, but we got to get it out of here.
We found a specimen and we bagged it, but we have to get it out of this area. It's gonna blow, and then don't explain that.
Yeah, something like that. We don't even have to say it's like a person.
Oh,
You know?
Do they have one of those rolling trash cans? One of the really big ones that janitors use?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think you could probably find something like that in the staff area.
Okay, if we put him in a trash bag and put the trash bag in the trash can, okay?
Yeah.
We don't have to cut him into
Loving it so
pieces. Roll the
Or-
trash can out there.
Yeah.
Yell at people to stay the fuck away because of contamination. We need a vehicle. We need to get this thing out of here fast.
Right. Or we sort of like dump it out into the trunk, like with like very surreptitiously. Like we do, something like that.
We dump it where? In a trunk?
Just in the trunk.
Surreptitiously.
Yeah, we just kind of walk up. We just, like, walk up. And, no, I mean I'm just yucking it up here. No, I think I like your idea that we transport him out there in a trash can and say, hey, there's a specimen in here, but you gotta you guys gotta go over there for some reason while we like transport it into this vehicle.
Yeah.
I guess if we just say like, oh, we've got hazmat suits and you guys don't, that like they'll probably back up for that, right?
Either suit up or back away.
Yeah.
We know they don't have suits, so.
Right.
So, from what I understand, you're planning on walking out this door where all of the police and firemen are standing at.
Yep.
Rather than
Of course.
this door that has no one next to it.
I thought that was part of the building. It says basketball courts.
Yeah, they're outdoor basketball court.
Oh, well, fuck it. Let's just walk out the back door.
You said this place was surrounded, didn't you?
He did, several times.
So there is a police car. It's blocking traffic here on Roxbury Drive. But all of the police dudes are over here on this side.
So if we're trying to steal a car, I feel like we still have to get over that away.
What?
Unless
Okay,
they're...
new idea. What if one of us goes and says, we need to requisition a vehicle, we found a specimen, we're not going to bring it out here where all of these non-hazmated people are, bring it around to this door, and we'll take it from there. I mean, I think it would be a persuade roll, but...
Yeah, I'm down with that. Seems fine.
Okay.
Who has the higher persuade?
I've got 20.
I have a 41.
So it seems like that's your job, Esme. I say I'm gonna coax this dude in a box.
Okay.
Into the trash can with this guy. Okay, so do I need to roll something to convince him to get in the trash can? Heavy machinery, maybe?
No.
Heavy machinery?
I guess you could make a persuade check.
I mean, I don't want to. I'm just asking if I have to.
If you want it to be done in a timely fashion.
Alright.
Eesh.
Sure, I did great. Nope.
That's not good.
Okay. Yeah, give yourself a check mark. You are able to get him into the rolling trash can bin, but it takes quite a while to do it. After you finally get him in there, you turn and you see the paramedics. They're coming in again to start loading the bodies up.
Okay. I'm gonna roll them toward the back door, where it says basketball courts, right?
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to go and try to persuade anyone, to give me any vehicle to take this very dangerous sample to a containment area. I'm going to sound a lot more, certain of myself and less like I'm making this shit up.
So you go outside, and you see Captain Kerr standing there, and he says, Agent Kim, how's the investigation going inside? We haven't heard from you in a while, and we are starting to get worried.
Well, we have a situation. We did find a specimen. We are very concerned about its status, and we would like to get it into containment as soon as possible. So I'm going to need to requisition a vehicle.
A vehicle? What kind of vehicle?
The kind with wheels and an engine, sir. Time is not on our side.
Alright, well, you're the expert here. He, radios someone and says, do you need an escort? If this is some sort of weaponized rabies, then you might want to get an escort to help you get it to a secure location.
The specimen in question is not alive, but I want to expose as few people to it as humanly possible, so I'm going to say no to the escort, thank you very much. We do need to get it there. I don't think it is quite that pressing. We need a vehicle, but not necessarily an escort. Thank you for offering, but no.
The paramedics come back out to take a body, and Captain Kerr walks up to them, and after a moment he comes back and says, alright, so I've requisitioned the ambulance for you. Monroe can drive you.
That's not necessary. My partner can drive it.
Alright.
This thing has been in our breathing presence, and we are not 100% sure it is rabies. I want to keep exposure as minimal as possible.
Well, Monroe's in one of the suits.
I'd rather not take the chance.
Okay, so you can take the ambulance. We'll just where are you taking it?
I'm taking it to an established containment area.
And that is
classified, sir.
All right. So when are we getting the ambulance back?
It will be within a few hours.
All right. He looks dubious, but doesn't know what he can do.
Hey, I'm with the FBI, bitches.
Okay. So you have requisitioned the ambulance. You did pretty good with that persuade roll. Good job.
I'm really glad. All right, I'm going to drive it slowly around to the back door.
Okay.
And pick them up.
Yep. We get the guy in the car somehow.
Okay.
With all the...
There is much shoving.
with all the stuff that we got to. The CDs and the envelopes and whatnot.
What were you keep all of the packages in?
Trash bag. Why not?
I thought Cindy had like a courier bag or something that she was keeping it in.
A saddle bag?
I definitely never said that.
No.
But we can say that that's what's happening. Why is it about to like burst into flames?
Probably.
No, you just noticed that you don't have it on your shoulder anymore.
Like as I said, I don't think Cindy would have had one of those. So I probably don't even. Okay, I go back looking for it.
You go back in the door and you see one of the paramedics coming down the hall carrying your bag towards you. And he says, "Oh, I think you dropped this."
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'll just grab that from you. Please don't walk down this hall any further. There's a potentially contagious substance down this way.
Your courier bag does seem a lot lighter.
I'm gonna look inside of it.
The packages are no longer in it.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Monroe.
Where'd you find this bag?
Oh, it was over by the reception deck.
Alright, so I feel like I have to find these things. So do I believe Monroe? Do I think he's telling me the truth?
Make a human check.
I'm sure I'm very good at that. I'm not. Can I use my philosophy roll instead?
Your robotic philosophy
Philosophy
of robots.
Or robotics, either.
You do not feel like he's lying to you.
Thanks for the bag again. But I think something must have fallen out, so I was gonna walk up to reception. You think did you see anybody else over there?
No, I didn't see anyone. What's missing?
There was some evidence in here.
Oh, don't you need to turn that in? I'm just kidding.
Jeremy, don't be an asshole. God.
Well, you know, I am an officer of the law. I'm just gonna walk over to reception, I guess. Thanks for your help, Monroe.
Oh.
Don't go down that way, because you'll die. So I'm gonna walk up to reception. I'm gonna see what I see.
It looks pretty much the same as it did when you left it. There's a small computer there. There is the mail slot. There's the door that leads back into the staff area. You feel like maybe you brought the bag down here and set it down when you went to get the big rolly trash can.
Okay.
You don't specifically remember doing that.
Okay. I don't know. I look in the mail slot. Maybe it's there. Oh, fuck you,
yeah.
Jeremy.
There.
I look at the surveillance cameras.
So you look in the mail slot and you see all 7 packages in the mail slot.
Alright, so I pull those bad boys right out, and then I want to check the surveillance camera.
Yeah, so you do in fact see yourself carry the bag and set it on the reception desk. And as you walk into the staff area, it seems to like slouch over and all of the packages fall down, hit the ground, bounce, and slide into the mail slot.
That's pretty freaking weird.
You should make a sand check.
That's fine. That's not like a weird thing to happen.
You just said it was pretty freaking weird. Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Just because it's weird doesn't mean it's like, you know, sanity breaking. But apparently it is.
You're just gonna lose 1 sanity.
Great.
When you see that happen, you're right, it is really weird. Like, one package, if that had happened with one package, you could kind of understand it. But all 7, it's just so unlikely. Like, you could roll dice for your entire life and never get a combination of odds like that.
Right. I'm pulling this tape out. Which should have pulled these tapes before. Glad I got them now, I guess. So pulling these tapes, and then I'm gonna get the F out of Dodge.
You're leaving all 7 of those laptops in there?
I feel like that's a bad idea.
In that pile of papers?
I don't think those papers were there before. I was looking at them, but maybe I'm wrong. I go put all that stuff in my bag, I guess. I thought only one of the laptops was working, and we took that one.
You found one that you felt like you could salvage with the tools that you had here. But with your knowledge of computer science, anyone spent enough time, they could probably reconstruct the same sort of information that you had if
right.
all 7 laptops were doing the same thing.
Right. Okay, well, I'm gonna collect them all, I guess.
Take the papers, too.
Those papers, they were notes that seemed to have pairs of English words and phrases with something written in Aklo.
Right, so it's like, can I get a coffee? But like in Aklo.
Yeah, can I get a coffee? And then, Fahugu gods.
Is that the translation?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, get all that stuff.
Alright, so you have gathered everything together. You've got it in the evidence mobile over here.
Yeah.
So what's the plan now?
So isn't there a Delta Green, safe house somewhere near us?
If there is, you don't know about it.
Well, yes. I'm gonna call our handler.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea.
So Karen picks up the phone. She says, yes, what have you found?
So we've contained the scene. We've got all the evidence that there was some weird stuff happening here. Also, so the people that are dead, they were trying to learn Aklo, and one of them appears to still be alive, but be sped up or something. So we've got all that evidence, and we've got this survivor, and we're hoping to get to some sort of safe room if we can.
So she says, hold on, I'll arrange a pickup. I'll text you the directions. Start driving north. Make sure you're not followed.
All
Eventually,
right.
after you drive, Esme, you get the coordinates. You find yourself heading... It's in the woods outside a place called Benazet Township.
How do you
It
spell
is
that?
in Mosshannon
I
State
found it.
Forest. It's about 3 hours away.
Near the duck marshes. Well, yeah.
We go there.
Okay.
Are you going to drive an ambulance the entire way there?
Well, we gotta see if we've got enough gas.
Okay, so I had to have gotten there somehow. Do either of us have a car available to us?
I mean, I have a car. I guess I'm sobered up now. So yeah.
Well, I could drive.
You were here for a conference, right?
Yeah.
So you might have driven. You might have flown.
I think we established that I flew, though. I don't remember.
Right.
Yeah. I'm
So we
pretty
could-
sure that Esme flew here.
Right. So we could rent a car or take my car. I think I've got a car.
Yeah, you have your own personal car.
Yeah. So we could take that one, I guess.
Okay. We ditch the ambulance. We get your car. We drive out to
Yeah.
this place. We have transferred our slowly suffocating friend into the trunk.
Right. Yeah. Well, hopefully he's not totally suffocating now. And this is our first time in a car together. What are we going to listen to, Esme?
Silence.
Silence. The sound of silence? The song on repeat?
We are making the car a zone of contemplative silence. Contemplative? I don't know how to pronounce that.
So we can listen to My Favorite Murder then.
No.
That's fine? Because
No.
that's contemplative. It's thinking about death.
Isn't that a podcast?
It is.
Yeah, it's a podcast. It's two ladies talking about murders.
I should listen
And
to that podcast.
it's poorly named because it's My Favorite Murder, but every week they talk about a different murder. Someone's
you can have
lying
multiple
to you.
favorites for different reasons.
Maybe it's their favorite of that week.
I guess so. Anyway, so we make it out there. We're there.
Yeah, so you drive up Pennsylvania 28. you can take that most of the way, and then you get on Interstate 80 till you hit Moss Hannon State Forest and get off on 255 to 555, and eventually you have to pull off to the side of the road because your GPS is pointing straight into the middle of some woods. There is not a road leading to this spot, it looks like.
Let's see. What kind of car does Esme have? Sedan of some sort, I assume.
I thought this was your car.
It's your car.
Yeah, that's my car. My name's not Esme. Of course not.
Your name is not Esme.
So, what do you... I don't know why you guys are laughing about, obviously, my name not being Esme. So yeah, I mean, she's not really built for off-roading. So, it's pretty late. I assume it's pretty late in the day, right?
Yeah, it's pretty close to, if not past, midnight right now. And that's if y'all drove straight there.
How far off the road is the GPS telling us to go?
It looks like you're gonna have to walk. It looks like you're gonna have to walk maybe a mile
through the woods at night,
along a river and past the lake.
All right. Well, I guess at
least we stole this trash can.
Oh, it's only half a mile.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Great.
I mean, we better get started.
Yeah. So I carefully parked the car on the side of the road, and then we get all the... I mean, I would have thought the handler was sending us to a safe zone, so I'm going to get all of the evidence and carry it, I guess, because I feel like we probably shouldn't leave it in the car, right?
Definitely no.
I'm gonna open up my trunk and go into the emergency kit and pull out one of those tiny flashlights. So I've got that, and I guess we've got our cell phone flashlights.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy again. Thanks for joining us as we're wrapping up Let's Learn Aklo. Hope you're staying safe during this weird cold and flu season. I know it's been hitting us pretty hard around here, so just stay warm and hydrated and go to the doctor if you need to. Again, thanks for joining us. If you like what we're doing here, you can check out some of our other stuff. John's got his website, jonathankush.com, where he's got his research and film essays up on there. Tabitha is going to be at Comic-Con down in Birmingham here at the end of January, just a week and a half away. She'll be having a couple of copies of my novel down there, The Calling. So if you're interested and you want one personalized for you, just reach out to us at members@ksl.com. Be more than happy to write a personal message in there for you. You can also find my novel up on Amazon if you're more interested in the digital copy of it. Definitely want to shout out Arc Dream, who has put a lot of love into their game Delta Green here, as well as Ketsa, who made our intro and outro song, Mission Ready. Well, that's everything I got. I'll let you get back to the mission, and we'll be seeing ya. It's kind of like a new growth forest, lots of deciduous trees. There's not a lot of undergrowth, so the hiking is pretty nice.
Yeah, it looks like that'd be pretty easy, yeah.
It is dark, and there's a chill in the air. As you approach your destination, you find yourself in a clearing, and you seem to be alone.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my infrared camera and sort of scan the area, see if I see any heat sources.
As you're doing that, the headlights of a van turn on and blind you.
Oh,
Ah,
neat.
I
Thanks.
say, because the infrared camera would be, you know.
There are two men there, both in suits and sunglasses. They have similar looking faces and similar looking hair.
Is one of them not tall and the other one not short?
No, they're different heights.
Are the suits black?
They are black suit. They do have earpieces. You have never seen these men before in your life.
Do we have a code word for Delta Crane? Like, some means by which we would know that they are here for us and not just some vague but menacing government agency sitting out here in the woods for some other purpose?
One of the men looks at you and says, "Hell of a night for an opera."
I don't know the code. What's the response?
You tell me.
I don't know.
I step forward and I say very loudly, I say, I prefer musicals.
You prefer musicals. They both give you like a humorless smile and say, "Okay, we'll take the evidence from here."
What are your agent names?
You don't need to know that.
Pleasure doing
Well,
business
what
with you,
are our
gentlemen.
agent
Goodbye.
What are our agent
Chalk.
names?
I am chalking this one up to not my problem anymore and going back the way we came.
I'm still having it out with these fine gentlemen.
You would.
Agent Christopher, just give us the evidence. We appreciate your
Well,
service.
do you want to know about the evidence? Because I'm a real good hacker. It'll take you forever to get into this.
Right,
Well-
because they don't have hackers in the government.
Don't worry, we'll
I
have
don't
top
know.
men on it.
Oh, just
Top
men?
Top men.
Yeah. That's right, Esme. She yells that. Esme yelled that out before while she's walking away. I'm like, yeah. See, she's not a man. I'm not a man. You got whatever. And I guess I don't know. I feel weird about our prisoner.
He's
Has running him
probably
over?
dead. Or mostly.
What was that, Esme?
He's probably mostly dead already. Don't worry about him.
Sorry, I can't hear you. You're so far away now. You started walking back immediately. What was that, Esme?
I'm leaving.
No. Okay.
Bye.
So I guess I've got a hand on our prisoner person and be like, "But he needs help. I don't think he can. Something happened to him. Is he gonna get help?"
We'll do what we can for him. I don't know if he'll ever go back to the life he used to live, but don't worry. We'll try to contain whatever that is.
All right. I guess as good as we're gonna get here.
What all are you giving them?
Well, I assume that we had a chance to look over the papers, right? Did we have a chance to look at the papers while we were in the car? Because we
Just
didn't ask you
briefly.
about them.
So, yeah, the papers were the English and Aklo pairings. It was more
Okay.
examples of that. Some of the
Yeah,
same
so
sort
I-
of stuff that you heard from the CD. Now, it's not like the Aklo parts of it are written phonetically. They're not like written in a weird script or anything like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm gonna hand over the notes and the computers and whatnot. I feel like the first CD we found, I probably have that in a different pocket, and I'm not necessarily gonna rummage around for that one. So I might try and keep a CD on me.
So you're turning in 6 of the packs? Or you're just trying to keep the one CD from one of them?
I was just gonna keep the one CD from the one of them. The one CD I think I had gotten out of the computer.
I'm not keeping
previously.
anything. I don't want
So-
any of it.
Like, I'm thinking, like, I keep, like,
So
wasn't
you
even, like-
didn't get a CD out of any of the computers. You did find CDs inside of the packs, and you had found that they had been burning CDs. If you wanted to, you probably could have popped a blank in there and made yourself a copy with because you had a pretty good roll.
Yeah, I mean, let's say I made myself a copy.
Okay, and you're keeping that
Yeah.
copy.
No, actually, after I saw, like, the whole bouncing things, I'm probably gonna tell these agents about it. Be like, hey, these envelopes, like, call me crazy, but, like, they tried to escape from us a few times. And, yeah.
Okay.
And so I probably don't have anything, I guess.
So you're not keeping any of the stuff.
I guess not.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure about that.
Jeremy is disappointed because he doesn't get to make us go crazy. Crazier.
Not yet. And then the men burst into flame.
The men put the stuff in the car. They lead the glowing man to it. He turns and gives you one final inscrutable look before they duck him and put him into the back of the car. Then they get in and drive away.
Well, I guess I'm gonna walk back to our car then. Wait,
I'm already
is there a
there.
road that they're on, these guys?
They seem to be navigating through trees on some sort of path.
Alright.
They're off-roading.
Yeah, good thing I left that GPS tracker on one of the computers, am I right? No, I didn't do that.
I mean, you could make a computer science check if you want to do that.
Yeah, actually, maybe I'm gonna say I did that. Let's do it.
Make that computer science check.
Oh wow.
I did real good.
You did very, very good.
So
I was going to make you make a stealth check, too, to see whether or not you hid that GPS device, but that's such a good roll, I'm going to say that you automatically, that you were able to get a GPS tracking, activate some GPS tracking software that was already on one of the laptops, like embedded in it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So now what are you going to do? Now that you have that GPS tracker.
I'm gonna head back to the car, I guess, and then we got a long drive ahead of us. So I get back to the car and I get in and I tell Esme, well, I guess we did our duty there.
I hope there are no repercussions from this.
I mean, we did what we were supposed to. We got all the junk, we gave it to them. I planted a tracker on them so we can find out where they go. Everything's fine.
Wait, you what?
Yeah, you know, I gotta see where they take them laptops. See if they take them to the aliens, you know?
Well, I'm looking forward to having a new partner when they realize what you've done and assassinate you. It's a government agency predicated on secrecy. Why would you do that?
See, I did it. Yeah, but see, what I did was I just turned on one of the laptop trackers. So if they are doing their job, they will find that out and they will turn it off themselves. But you know, it's impossible to trace back to me. And like I said, if they're doing their job, they'll turn it off, but not before I find out where this stuff ends up. I feel like
you know they definitely
fair.
bugged your car, right?
What are you talking about? They bugged the car.
Why would they not bug your car?
You mean like right now the car's bugged?
This car that we are having this conversation in right now, where you admitted what you did.
If the car's bugged, all I have to do is find out if the car's bugged, Jeremy. You should not have put that idea in his head. He would not have thought of that.
He would have eventually.
What is this? Melee weapons, Jeremy? Do I do a melee weapons roll?
No, I'm pretty sure I had to use computer science before. Because you did the same sort of thing when you were trying to check the first guy's
So I
apartment
checked around, and I succeed at either finding a bug or not finding a bug. Who knows?
I don't know, this might be hard.
So you open up your laptop, and you pull up your Wi-Fi and radio scoping software that you have on there.
Yep.
You do not find anything transmit.
Well, that doesn't mean there's not a recording device, but that does mean that I've got some time. Now, I turn to Esme, I've got some time now to tear apart my car for fear that someone will pull a recording device out of here later. Thank you, Esme.
You're welcome. Trying to help.
Now we get to listen to podcasts of my choice on this 3-hour drive home, and I'm not going to let you have any choices about it. But you're going to love it. We're going to listen to We're Alive. It's great.
I didn't have a choice at the first one.
You're going to listen to We're Alive. You're going to love it. It's about zombies. So I put on We're Alive. And then we're going to start driving. Get out of Dodge. Oh, did we get any food on our way out here? Long drive.
You tell me.
I don't know. So I checked my pocket to see if I still have French fries left, I guess.
So y'all have completed that little mission.
Do we high five freeze frame?
Yes. We are not done with what I've got planned for Esme's little time here in Pittsburgh. There's going to be one more happening going on. So there's not going to be enough time for downtime. But I do want to do a couple of bookkeeping things. So,
Okay.
what do y'all think happened?
I don't know.
You mean, do I think Esme liked the podcast? Did we get some dinner? That type of stuff?
Now, what do you think was happening with the mystery?
The mystery? Oh, you mean like out of character?
Well, no. Well, like in character, like what do you think was going on? Either way.
Oh, I mean, like, these guys. Well, so I probably explained to Esme at some point about the bouncing, packages. You're like, I mean, those packages must have been possessed, and like maybe that's why these guys got good real quick. Somebody sent out these possessed packages, and they tried to mail themselves again. Some real, like, Twilight Zone stuff.
Okay, so Esme is torn between trying real hard not to think about this at all, and having already decided that there is some entity that lives in a time shift slightly outside of our own, which is trying to get humans in sync with itself, probably for destructive purposes. And this was its possibly first attempt, or maybe just the first attempt that I know of, and it didn't go so well. But it's definitely going to try again.
Yeah.
But also
Yeah.
trying real hard to just dismiss this as, well, that was fucking weird, going back to thinking about normal everyday stuff.
Right. Should we have burned it all?
Probably.
But we didn't have any gasoline. So I thought the tracks must not lead that direction.
Obviously, the answer is to just carry 21-gallon cans of gasoline with you everywhere you go.
I stop the car and I go around to my trunk and I look down and be like, "Ah, damn it! I did have 21 gallons of gasoline here. Oh, nuts!"
What, you don't have them piled up on your back like Norman Reedus in Death Stranding?
Is that his character's name in Death Stranding too? Norman Reedus.
Yes.
No,
Nope.
it's not.
Have you been playing that game?
It's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it.
I don't believe you, but I will let you think that.
Let me live in my truth.
This is the same person
the game
who
never
actually
looked like it had gameplay, but
enjoys,
I'm told that it
like,
does. So
Bloodborne.
I also, what was that?
For successfully containing and removing preternatural evidence, you gain 1 sanity.
Yay.
For containing the story, you can gain 1 sanity.
Where's my sanity? Oh.
For understanding what happened... Oh, no, you don't get anything there.
Aw. Because you expect us to figure out these absolutely incomprehensible bullshit puzzle? Jeremy?
Here, give me just one moment while I look something up.
I turned to Esme. Hey, while we're waiting for him, do you want to get something to eat?
Why are your pockets empty of french fries?
Well, those were from a long time ago.
I assumed that
You
was
like-
something you did regularly.
No. But speaking of French fries, we are in the Bergs, so do you want to go to Permane Brothers?
Go to
That's
what
where
now?
they put the Permane Brothers. That's where they put the French fries on the sandwiches. Because
That sounds
why not?
so wrong.
But
I
then,
feel
but they
oddly
put
compelled to
coleslaw
try
on
it.
the sandwiches too, which makes it even better.
Oh no.
No,
I think
it's,
you
it's
don't know what better means?
so I didn't say it was good. I just said it's better.
I think
feel
we
like
should probably
Esme
think
would
of
be
food after we make the drop and don't have a time-shifted human in our car.
I'm gonna turn to the time-shifted human and say, "Hey, you hungry, bro?"
God.
What does he say back, Jeremy? I'm gonna make you stop whatever very important DMing you're doing.
He can't
GMing.
speak, right? He can only indicate yes by jumping or no by squatting.
Right. So what's he doing?
Well, did y'all leave him tied up in the trash bags?
Yes?
No, I never had him tied up. I don't think.
I tied them
We
up.
haven't
I'm
tied-
hoping he suffocates.
We tied him up.
I tied him up.
Okay.
I tied several trash bags around his air holes.
Why? Okay. I thought I was putting him in the trash bag while you were getting the car. So I
Well, yes, but then you went back for your bag, so I
Right.
corrected your errors.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So wait, I mean, if we did kill him, I guess that would potentially, get rid of some complications.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe feed him enough coleslaw sandwiches, he'll not want to live anymore.
That's one way, I guess.
So Jeremy, what's going on?
All right, so